Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as our informational channel. Hopefully the informational part help you and someone out, and we pretty much just watch videos, stuff that goes on in the world, and talk about it. And I gotta appreciate the ones that have more knowledge on what we're watching, and you know what I'm saying, give us a little bit more of what's going on with that situation. And I just gotta thank the people that's been rocking with your boy, because you could be somewhere else trying to find these videos, but yet you rocking it out with CSL TV. And I just gotta say I appreciate you so much for that. But I don't like making my intros too long, because y'all came here to see what's going on. And as always, I hope you beautiful people are having a good, blessed day. Let's get it.
I have to warn you, the details may be upsetting. This is 18-year-old Kelvie McRae, a model and beautician from Florida, known for her large Instagram following and described by her family as entrepreneurial and as beautiful as she is smart. She'd reportedly just broken up with her boyfriend, 19-year-old Keyshawn Shaw, and he did not take it well. They'd been dating for a year. Media reports she posted this story to her Instagram after he reportedly strangled her, held her against her will, and threatened to shoot her.
Ever told a that you ain't want to be with them no more? This what the happened. Mind you, I just got my car fixed.
When she tried to get away in her car, he reportedly threw himself against the windshield and completely shattered it. That day, she called 911, fearing for her life. One story she posted even said, "If something happens to me, this idiot did it." He was assaulted for assaulting her, but the very next day, he was back. He reportedly lived with her because he had nowhere else to go. And that night, just one day after he allegedly assaulted her, she was having dinner in her West Palm Beach home while on a FaceTime call with 3 of her friends when he attacked again. Only this time, he actually did shoot her. During the FaceTime call, one of Kelvie's friends says they witnessed the horror as Keyshawn shot her in the back of the head. Both were taken to the hospital, where Kelvie succumbed to her injuries. Keyshawn, initially charged with first-degree murder, died the next day. He'd also shot himself. This heartbreaking incident highlights the devastating effects of domestic violence. Despite the warnings and prior incidents, the system failed to prevent this horrific event. Domestic violence remains a pervasive issue, with victims often feeling trapped and powerless in their situations. Rest in peace, Kelvie.
Man, that is fucking insane to hear that this idiot then threw himself on the car because she was trying to go. And I'm sorry, queens, if y'all ever dealing with some shit like this, y'all need to start speaking up, because this type of shit, you know what I'm saying, ain't what's popping. And even though she did speak up, somehow he was able to get back in the house. And if you were tired of that motherfucker, you should not let him in your presence. You should not let him in the house. I don't know if you was against guns or not, but y'all need to start carrying some kind of weapon, pepper spray, something. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is ridiculous. Like, we got people out here who dying left and right over shit like this. But yeah, we worried about the stuff that don't even matter when stuff like this matters, because nobody have the right to take human life and say it's your time now. And I mean, who the fuck got that high power? Because if you got that type of high power, you need to make some changes in the world, because, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of BS that people don't need to be dealing with. So anybody out there who think they got them type of high powers, y'all need to start praying for the good. But I know that, you know, when demonic shit like this happen, y'all ain't got nothing but hate and negativity and all that BS in your heart. So y'all going through something, man. And I don't know if them beating him up made it even better. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that he's a lunatic and he threw himself on a car, that let you know, like, yo, y'all gotta really get this guy locked up. But unfortunately, he took his life. And that's another thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you threw yourself in the car, your ass could have died then. But then I think when they came and she had some folks whooped his ass, that's what triggered him to do what he did. Because mentally, that's all I'm trying to say. Y'all queens need to speak up.
This police officer is being charged with murder after he shot and killed this black woman in her own home, and the body cam footage was just released. But heads up, it's disturbing. It all went down late on July 6 in central Illinois when 2 sheriff's deputies responded to a 911 call at Sonia Massey's residence. The 36-year-old Sonia had called 911 to report a suspected prowler. Cops look around the property, noticing this bashed-in car window, before making their way to the house where Sonia is. Once inside, the cops chat with Sonia calmly.
Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it was.
Okay, what was the damage?
A dent, I believe.
What about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
That's when cops notice a boiling pot on the stove and ask her to check on it.
We don't need a fire right here.
This is where things go off the rails, and again, it's difficult to watch. She appears to pour some of the water out as the officer moves back.
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of
You better f***ing not. That's where I'll f***ing shoot you right in your f***ing face.
That's when the officer pulls out his gun as Sonia says,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the f***ing pot! Drop the f***ing pot!
The rest of the video is too graphic to show here, but as Sonia ducks to the ground, the officer then fires 3 times, killing Sonia. After the fatal encounter, the officer who fired the trigger told his partner,
Well, I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the f***ing face, and it already reached us.
The officer then discourages his partner from getting a medical kit.
I'm gonna go get my kit. No, headshot, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot. God, there's nothing we can do, man. Fuck.
That officer was identified as this man, 30-year-old sheriff's deputy Sean Grayson. An internal investigation found that Grayson's use of deadly force was not justified. They said the 110-pound Sonia posed no threat to the 6'3", 228-pound officer who was armed and there with a fucking partner. The sheriff's office fired Grayson, and just last week, a grand jury charged the now former officer with 3 counts of first-degree murder. Critics say the officers should have tried to de-escalate the situation, at the very least by creating space between themselves and Sonia. One expert told CNN that deadly force could be justified had Sonia tried to throw the water, but that's not what happens in the video. Others say this indicates deeply rooted racism in our society, where white police officers value black lives less than white ones, not to mention a prevailing attitude among many cops that's essentially shoot first, think later. Grayson's currently being held without bail and could face 45 years to life if convicted. Rest in peace, Sonia.
Yeah, no, I'm just quite sad that this police officer basically agenda, as we seen, saw, heard, and watched. You know what I'm saying? Once the video footage came down, and as we watching right now, and as we also watched from many other people of how he did that lady. And I'm sorry, if you watch the video, you slow it down on how she got down on her knees, covered her face with the pot, holding up the pot holder because the water was hot, and this slime sucker mother had did that shit to her. Now I hope he get everything that he have, you know what I'm saying, coming for him and coming to him. And I ain't about to say nothing else because I'm not promoting that type of stuff on this channel, because this is a positive channel. We just review and talk about this stupid nonsense that's going on. And y'all already know how people like to get justice when you do something like that. And she was a mother of 2 from what I heard. And you know what I'm saying, that's just crazy. Like, the video of course is out everywhere, like I said before, but you know, when you slow it down, watch it in slow motion, all this stuff, man, I mean, it breaks your heart and make you want to cry, because it was a straight execution. I don't give a damn how anybody think about it. That was an ambush, an execution, all that. She had called y'all sucker, duck, dick, little ass motherfuckers to come and help her because somebody was messing with her property. And then y'all had the agenda of, this guy I should say, agenda was he was gonna do something stupid. And when he did something stupid, god damn, he sure did something stupid that's hurt so many hearts. And as a black person, that just make you wonder, like, damn, this could have been me. So, you know, I just hope that everybody out there being safe, being careful. And I know, you know, when these type of situations occur, we ain't doing nothing, you know? So what is all this hatred that's going on in the world? What is up with all this crazy shit that's going on in the world? And you know, we supposed to be all united because we in this shit together.